I'm running because what's going on in Annapolis looks too much like what's going on in Washington, D.C. I'm running because I've had enough, and I hope you all have too. You notice our businesses are leaving. We've lost Northrop Grumman. We've lost ESPN Zone. We've also lost 2 key car dealers from the port. That means that the tax base will continue to erode. I have had enough, and I certainly hope that you have too. This past legislature, they exchanged shekels for shackles, if you will. I understand in this rough economy, people, are reaching for a safety net when they lose their jobs. But I believe it is unconscionable that the legislature would agree to allow part-time employees to receive unemployment benefits and all the other strings that are attached for the duration of the program in exchange for $126 million one-time payment. That payment will end next year. And where will the money come from to continue that? That means you're going to get taxed again somewhere else, some kind of way. I have had enough. It is time to have some thoughtful, conservative solutions being presented and implemented. It is time to think about not only the decision that you make now and how it's going to affect the current problems, but the next generation, out to the 7th generation. That's how you really implore policy that's effective. All the little patchworks and the swaps and the switches and the little fixes that they did to push this budget through, it's going to come back and haunt us next session. We've had enough, and I certainly hope that you have too. I really thank you for coming out to support me, and I pledge, when elected, that I will be that thoughtful conservative. I pledge that I will work very hard and remain committed to long-term solutions and not the patchwork that you see. Enough of the finger-pointing. This is like we're in the middle of a fire and everybody's standing around a sugar bottle. How about if we just put the fire out? We absolutely have to stop the skid that we're on going towards something that resembles socialism. As I've been traveling around, door knocking and passing out the palm cards, one gentleman in particular stands out in my mind. He immigrated to this country back in 1993. And when he first went to our local giant, he could not believe the items that we had on the shelf. Because in his country, that did not exist. And now he doesn't understand what's going on. Because as an A student, there's a B student and a C student and the D student, but it seems like the government has taken away from the A and B students and given to the C students even though they didn't work for it. That's not capitalism. I believe in capitalism, and I believe the best way for our economy to get back on track is for the government to get out of the way and allow the private sector to develop the jobs because they are the backbone of our economy anyway. With your help, I want to work to be your delegate in District 13. And again, I just thank you all for coming out to support me tonight.
America, spread your golden